Hello YouTube, welcome to another devlog of Distant Horizons, because I want to start a YouTube channel and I don't know what to do a devlog about, yay. Anyway, I'll be quickly going over noise, then I'll be showing a new effect to hopefully make the transition between real train and LOD train less noticeable. So first of all, I changed how the noise works. Instead of using HSV and turning the original RGB value to HSV, then modifying it, then turning it back into RGB, I'm just only modifying the RGB value and changing the color of the red, green, and blue pixel depending on a value, on the random noise. In here, you'll be able to see we now also have noise drop-off, which makes it so the noise will drop off the further it goes. So if I set the noise drop-off to 10, for example, and disable vanilla terrain rendering so I can show this, you can see there is a noise here, but then slightly further out, you can see the noise drops off. 10 is extreme. You obviously won't need noise on here and then further out, so that's why the noise drop off is set to 1. Anyway, that's the first feature. After that, now there is a way to modify the where was it? Now there's a way to modify the Minecraft's LOD bias. So if you don't know what that is, it's very similar to mipmaps, where you turn down the rendering, you turn down the resolution of a texture the further away it is. So Wikipedia article, not really helpful, but basically the further away a texture is, you would want to lower the resolution. This helps with performance with high resolution texture packs and stuff like that. But for us, it makes the effect less noticeable as we're scaling down texture. So I want you to look at that part of the terrain. You can see there is now barely a difference, other than the ambient occlusion on the trees, which I just scroll up a bit more. Other than the ambient occlusion going away, and the fact that the real terrain is slightly darker, there is now barely a difference anymore. I will quickly make the LOD bias more intense. You can see this affects vanilla terrain. It doesn't do anything to the LOD terrain. You can see nothing's changed. Well, that's because you need to reload the resource pack, so you can just do that with F3 and T. I could probably make something to automatically do it, but just for testing I'm not bothered. But here you can see this terrain looks fine, but as it goes further away, the terrain gets more and more pixelated until it becomes a single 1x1 texture. And if I make it like 50 or something like that, then this is just a cheap way of making all the textures, playing Minecraft with only 1x1 textures without actually changing the textures. So anyway, the further out the terrain goes, the closer it'll get to this 1x1 texture. It slowly gets into LOD terrain, which makes the effect less noticeable. Right now there's noise, so that's why I set it a bit 0.5 instead of 1. But if you set it to 1, then at the very edge of the chunk it would just be 1x1 terrain, 1x1 pixels. You can notice this isn't happening with some of the stuff. For example, grass and flowers. this is because they use kind of a different method of drawing. And entities are obviously different as well. But for most stuff like the water and the blocks, actually haven't tested fences. But with most stuff it would yeah, same with fences. It will just turn the texture down to 1 by 1. Anyway, the default value of this at the moment is going to be 0.5, and these are the new default for the noise. We'll change the noise step from 5 to 4, as now we're actually going to use the blend in with the edge of the chunks more. So anyway, that's today's quick devlog on new Distant Horizons stuff, coming to you probably in a very long time, because yes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick devlog. Bye!